Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm filming this on the 31st of January. It's Junk Journal January. I have 3 days to go. Normally in a video I manage to get 2 days done, and I think I'm going to do that. I'm not going to try and stretch it to 3, I don't think. So geometric is number 29, and I knew I had some perfect paper that I could use to make this a quick, easy project, but I can't find it. I've been sorting through all my paper, my pattern paper, and I know that was a keeper, but it didn't make it to its 6x6 storage. So I remembered I had this paper. I've had this donkey's years, but I know there's like some geometric patterns in here. Because it's kind of 50s based. That's the vibe I get. But it's got like these dressmaking pattern page, which I thought would be really good for geometric. So I might use that, or I might just get an old dressmaking pattern and save me lovely paper, and see. So here I've got an old dressmaking pattern. It was the paper bit I was thinking of that might have these bits on, because rather than cut into a new bit of paper, because I've got an idea for this paper, why don't I use a bit of my scrap? Because you certainly use geometry to work out these patterns. So I might do that actually. I'm so good at changing my mind. And I was all set, coming on camera, that's what I'm doing. And then I changed my mind. And that's quite geometry as well, isn't it? Working out where things need to go. Yeah. Yep. Save you for another day. I just need to remember to put the blooming thing back. Right, I think that's quite a nice size actually for my page. It is really. So any page will do, I think. So it'd probably be easier to just take that. Oh, I thought I'd misripped it, but I hadn't. So let's take that. Yeah, definitely fit in there. Yep. I find sometimes just doing something really quick without too much thought is the way to go. And it is another case of thinking outside the box. Yeah, we can just stick that on there as it is. Bit of geometry. I like that. Right, we'll just, there's my glue book. You will do. Glue you down. Yeah, so I hope January's gone all right for everybody. I've had a bit mixed with us. Can't seem to shake this cough and say the word cough, and I immediately want a cough. Tasha Day said that the other day, and he coughed, and then I coughed, and I had a massive coughing fit. It's weird that, isn't it? How that sort of happens. Ed coughs all the time. I'm still coughing, but don't feel poorly anymore, so that's good. And with that, I heard Ed cough downstairs. he's worked from home so far, 3 days this week. I think he's going into York tomorrow. But it's quite nice when he's at home. Apart from anything else, it's good for the planet, it's good for our purse. Then I just spend it. I think, oh, we've saved X amount, I'm not filling the car. What can I buy? Oh, I'll move you down. So I'm now thinking about storage solutions in my room. Almost finished the decluttering. So, and I've found those. I've got a great big pile of storage of boxes, tubs to help with storage, and well, it is storage. It's what they are, and so rather than buy more, I thought let's use what I've got. And yeah, so I like that. You're cool. Should I gesso that side? I'm thinking that I might use one of these, cut one of these out to go on it. Oh, she's snazzy. Reminds me of my sister. I've got a photo of my sister wearing that sort of colour. And want to keep it fairly intact. I do have a sheet of these somewhere that I printed off, but I can't find it, so let's use the real thing. I've still got a great big pile of scraps on the side of my desk. Lost my, yeah, that'd be cool. I lost my my glasses. They still haven't turned up. And yeah, not great. Right, I'm going to get my other glasses and fussy cut out that bit. Where's it gone? Oh boy, where's it gone? Literally moved my glue book off and it was on there. Right, so let's get this cut out. So I'll do this speeded up. Okay, so she's done, and I'm looking at other bits that I could use. So we've got this bit here. I'm going to take it off. What I'm liking is that bit there. Don't want to lose the bottom of that, so I might use that in another project. So let's just rip these. Put that there. Yeah. £25p. Bargain. Quite like the number. Number. I quite like that saying select pattern pieces. Pattern, that's quite geometric, isn't it? I did think about doing a pattern, but I've already done that. So, and this was my other idea for pattern, was to use dressmaking patterns. So I have just done it the other way around. So we've got select pattern pieces, got a bit of that. Oh, got the flap of the envelope. Quite like that. Make a little cluster. Or something. Is there another bit with that bluiness? Yeah, there is. That's not going to harm something on this side that I want to keep, because actually that blue colour kind of goes nice. Oh, I like that. Bit of zigzagging. Right, let's just take that lot and we'll see what we'll use. I think we've got enough, so I'm going to get rid of all this so I can see what I'm playing with. Right, there we go. So, and as I sort of cleared things away, I found these tape measures, so that's perfect. Right, so I am going to sort this side out first, then we're kind of done. We'll have tape measure. And a bit of fabric actually would be a good idea. A bit of fabric. Let's have a little look in the scraps. So, got all those trims. It was these bags of scraps I was thinking more of. Something in that colour. Yeah. That will be cool. Just to put behind. Might use it on the other side as well. Something, do I want something plain or something patterned? I could stick tape measure underneath and the pattern number. Oh yeah, cooking on gas. I think that works. By Jove, I think it does. Right, so we've got that for the other side. But now I know what I want to do here. I need to get it done before I forget. Really. Let's so it all needs inking. So rip that bit off, and we'll get it inked, and I'll ink it speeded up. Okay, so that's all done. So let's get this stuck down. So a bit of glue stick there. In the vague shape of the bit of fabric. Just missed a bit down there. Like that. Some of that will be held down by the glue. Let's glue in the rest of it in. Yep, so we're going to glue. I'll tape measure down. Sewing in pounds always makes me think of my mum. She was always sewing. She made all our clothes when we were kids. We didn't have much money. So she'd buy like adult dresses, women's dresses from a jumble sale. And then she'd make 3 matching dresses for me and my 2 sisters. So we often matched. And I wore the same dress for years because I'd end up with the hand-me-downs, 2 lots of hand-me-downs. So it was like I wore the same dress for 4 or 5 years because my eldest sister is 5 years older than me. So her dress lasted me a blooming long time. Long time after the others had grown out of the others. Oh, the joys of growing up in the 70s and the 60s, to be fair. Got a little bit more, actually, in the late 70s. Mid-70s, actually. It was like, no, I'm gonna have my own style now, Mum. So I did. There we go. Love that page. Love it. Yeah, so I did, yeah, I ended up with my own style, and I did end up making my own clothes. Mum did teach me how to use the sewing machine. I think I've said this before. And the way she taught me was to make curtains. She hated making curtains, and so she taught me how to use the sewing machine by getting me to make curtains, because she hated doing curtains, and it was actually quite a good way of teaching someone to sew, because they aren't that difficult in that they're a rectangle, but you're gathering, and that enabled me later on to make gathered skirts. When rah-rah skirts were all the rage, I made them really simple to make. And those, anybody remember those petticoats with the embroidery anglais on the bottom? Yeah, so, and then I did like she did. I'd go to jumble sales and charity shops, and I'd buy all sorts of things and turn them into my own thing. In the 80s, you could wear anything, and I did. Literally did. I was always making clothes out of curtains. There, I think we'll do. I think we'll do that. I'm going to give it, I'm just thinking if I want to, I'm going to get a pattern piece, and I'm going to put an actual bit of pattern behind. Quite hard to rip this. Maybe you're better off using a bit of water. Right, what I'm thinking is put a bit of that bit of that down here. So we want to come across a bit here. Yeah, so I'm going to put some glue stick. That'll be the best way. Down there. And any edges that need gluing down I can do after. Stick you down. Right, that's sorted. Right, so we need to do a bit of inking around this lot. So I'll get that done. So that, I think, is where we might go now. Let me just get geometric and decide where we're putting that. Stick it down there. I quite like seeing quite a bit of that pattern. That's a bit similar there. Maybe what we need is that down there. That down there. And that. And then that. That breaks it up a bit. Yep. Do I need this? Probably don't. Probably don't need that. No, we'll save that. Right, so let's get this lot glued down. Yep. So stick you there. So this bit needs gluing down. No. Around the edges. It's quite fragile, this paper. So I could use glue stick, but I'm not. And this is giving me ideas for a journal that's on my list to do this year, using that pad of paper. So yeah, that's very cool. Gonna have to put some more glue stick on this. Now, I am thinking sticking the geometric up there, maybe, rather than have it down here. Don't want it on that side. Plenty of glue stick down there. I don't know if it's something to do with this pattern paper. But it's not adhering like it normally does. That's better. Let's blame user error. There we go. There we go. That is geometric. So lots of angles, measurements, sitting things in a pattern. That's me geometric. probably could have done that for geometric and that for pattern, but you know, that's the way I've done it. I like that. That's given me some ideas, which is one of the aims of doing this. So now we've got travel, so I'm going to have to put away all my pattern bits and get out all my travel stuff. Okay, so that is sewing gone, travel in. So I had a little look-see around the different things that I had. So I got some paper, postcards, obviously Paris. I got these little things with maps on and notes. Got a map. I went through my scrap page. Found a car, may or may not use that. Found a circle, which has got like a stamp on there, may not use. Got a frame, who knows. Then I looked at washi. So got washi there with map on, washi there with all things about travel. I got this tin of washi, which is all sort of Paris based, and I have put some of the washi onto tea dyed paper to create bits of ephemera. Tickets, we need tickets, so I found this the other day. I'd completely forgotten about it, and they're all my faux tickets that I made. So I have a video both on making the faux tickets and on making this small little ephemera holder. Really handy for going off to craft retreats, which I'm going to in, I think somebody put it on Facebook, it was about 5 weeks. So yeah, excited about that. I got some travel related stamp sets, and I've got a stamp punch. I've got loads of stamps, so I could use real stamps, but I thought, I was looking at this stamp punch and I was thinking, usually stamps have like a border around them, so by using this and cutting a pattern piece of paper, you're not getting the sort of border that you get on stamps. And I thought it'd be really good if I could punch, say, some tea-dyed paper, and then if I had a square that I could cut to go on the inside. Well, it turns out that my 1-inch square punch fits perfectly inside, and I did have a little practice the other day doing it by punching out some digitals that I had, and yeah, works, an absolute treat. So I thought I might make some stamps with the map paper. So you're not really going to see what I'm doing because it's too much here, Jez. Too much. So let's move this lot out the way a sec. So if you happen to have a 1-inch punch and happen to have this punch, they work beautifully together. So, or you might have something similar. So this punch obviously creates a square that's bigger than 1 inch. It's 1 1/4 inch square, this, and then this obviously is 1 inch square, and the two will fit in together so well. So a bit of inking. A great way to use up little scraps, so I thought I could go through. I've been sorting my scrap, sorting out my pattern paper and sort of cutting it down to useful sizes. So I've been getting a few little offcuts, which I thought I'll just chuck. But actually, I could cut a load of inch squares in preparation for when I might need them. I've also cut a load of tabs as well, which is really handy. So there. How cool is that? A stamp postage stamp made with a map. That's kind of really is joining the idea together. So I might make some more of those, but I just wanted to show you just quickly what I did with them. So I'm just going to put these to the side, out the way, whilst we sort ourselves to cover this page. So I've got a nice white, that's that bag coming to the end. So I thought I might do some stamping over there, because that's a nice base for stamping on. So we've got places of interest and lots of sort of travel orientated things. To live is to travel. I like that. I do like that. Maybe I'll stick that. I bought these. That's a actual Project Life stamp set. Stampin' Up carried it years ago when I first joined Stampin' Up. You're not going to stick. Yeah, I bought it because I thought I'm going to do. That'll be a really quick way of scrapbooking, and yeah, it is quite a quick way of scrapbooking, but I just don't get around to doing it. Now, what colour shall I go for? Should I do Pebble Path? I think I will. Right. To live is to travel. Let's try and put it. I'm kind of thinking. It's not very straight, but who cares? My days of being a teacher, we used to do like spider diagrams. So you'd kind of start in the middle with a subject, and then you'd do sort of arrows out from it about different things. So that is thoughts that I've got. So to live is to travel. Let's have an arrow. Pointing up there to something. Might have an arrow pointing over there to something. Right, you're not going to fit on there. Going to get inky fingers now. There we go. We now need to go on the other side. There we are. That is where I'm going. So let's have, shall we have go, see, do. I like that. Got some, let's get some smaller. I do love travelling. There we go. Didn't I haven't done as much as I'd like. It's money, in it, but I have seen lots of amazing things. And a number of years ago, both me and my sister and I, had a major health issue, and I had cancer, she had a stroke, and we both survived. OVS, I'm here, and so she, thank goodness. And she was coming up to 50, and she said, let's go away on a fab holiday. So we went to Las Vegas, and we went into the Grand Canyon, and I remember we both sat on the Grand Canyon and sort of said, gosh, the two of us could be dead now, and look at us sitting here on the edge of the Grand Canyon. It was amazing. And on our flight home, we had to change in Newark, and we could see the skyline of New York. And I'd been to New York, but my sister hadn't, and she went, right, next year we're going there, Jez. And we did. And we've been to California, we've been to LA, we've been to Ibiza and partied all night. And yeah, we've done some amazing things. So yeah, it came to travelling quite late, but that's partly because once the kids had grown up and left home, there was the opportunity, or I thought they were aeroplanes. They're arrows. Oh, I don't think I want that. There is an aeroplane. Yeah, so the opportunity of being able to sort of go away was easier. Yeah, so we had a bit more money. I'd become a teacher by then. Stopped nursing, became a teacher, so I had a bit more money as well. So we yeah. More recently, we've done cheap holidays. We've done, like, went Turkey. That was an amazing holiday. And and cheap. My sister's very good at getting bargains. And oh, love it. Yeah, we went to our last holiday that we had, other than being away in Ireland and this country together. We had plenty of weekends away. We do go to Ireland quite a lot, visit the family. Our last sort of big proper sort of girly holiday we had was a bit of a disaster. We went to Fuerteventura in March 2020. Well, we all know what happened to the world in March 2020. And yeah, we ended up locked down. I mean, we didn't. We did manage to still enjoy ourselves. It wasn't the holiday we'd planned, but we still managed to have fun. Never played so much Uno in all my life, because we did end up confined to our apartment. And yeah, played a lot of Uno. There we go. I could put Sydney at the top there. I've been to these places, so we've got, I'm assuming these are trying to be the Empire State Building in New York. Love New York. And then we've got Tower Bridge in London. I love London. I did live there for a short while. And I just love, oh, that's me punches. I love visiting London. Being a tourist in our capital city, it really is an amazing city. There we go. And I think that's supposed to be Disney Castle, and I've been to Orlando. And yeah, but I've never been to Australia. And I think I wouldn't turn it down, but it's not somewhere that I think I absolutely have to go there. Right, what else might I do to fill that up? I'm quite liking that. There, that's quite a lot of me rambling for 15 minutes and stamping a load of stuff. Right, remove those off. Is there anything else on here? Suitcase would be cool. Suitcase, we'll have that suitcase. There we go. And yeah, I hope my rambling's all right. There we go. Because we need a suitcase, and the amount of times we've sat and repacked our suitcase at the airport because we put it on the scales, and it's too heavy, and it's like, so we've happened in Ibiza. My sister did it in California, flying back from San Francisco. That isn't a place and a half. Love San Francisco. And I love Washington DC. I do love travelling in America, has to be said. I love it. We'll put you under there. You'll do. It's a bit glassine, but you'll do. Because it's got to be vintage-fied. Yeah, I used to think New York was my favourite place on earth, and I'd rather go to New York again than somewhere I've never been a second time. Somewhere I've never been for the first time, rather. And then in 2019, we went to Washington, DC. Oh, that was incredible. I'd go back there like a shot. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And yeah, definitely go back there again. We also went to Philadelphia. We went to New York. We went to there. Put that round there to highlight the Live to Travel. Yeah, thinking about that one. Yeah, so need to do some more travelling. Could have some tickets. I got some little tickets. Yeah, I could put tickets to ride on this frame, couldn't I? Couple of tickets and a stamp. Where's the stamp I made? Yeah, quite like that. I'm looking at the washies I've got. Yeah, might do something like that. I'm going to hold that there. Right, what we're going to do on to the side. Huddersfield. It's like everybody wants to go to Huddersfield. Oh, that is funny. Right, we've got Paris, because we haven't got Paris on that side. And I do love a bit of Paris, and I was there this year. Not this year, last summer. We went to Paris. we just had a day in Paris. We were visiting France, and ended up in Paris for the day. We didn't go anywhere near the Eiffel Tower, but you can literally see it from almost everywhere you are. And we went to Musée d'Orsay, and they've got the big clock that's a window, and it does dominate the landscape. That was another place I went with my sister. That was another one of our little adventures. We went to Paris. We took, actually talking about it the other night, so she's got a granddaughter the same age as my youngest son, so they're 9 months apart, but they're in the same school year. So Beth was born in, James was born in the November, and Beth was born the following August, so they're in the same academic year together. And so they'd both done their GCSEs at the same time, and they'd both done really, really well. So we decided, me and my sister, that we would take them away. They get on really well. That we'd take them away as a treat. So in the February half term, because they both went on and did A-levels, we went to Paris, and oh, amazing time. Loved it. Really, really loved it. Yeah, liking that. So, and I think a load of postcards behind it would be very cool as well. Might have a little bit of this map. Like that. Because we did, when we were in Paris, we did have to consult the map quite often, because Beth, my great niece, she was really into a show called Gossip Girls, and set in New York, but one of the members of the cast went, well, a couple of them actually, they went on a trip to Paris, and they actually went to Museum d'Orsay, which was one of the reasons why we visited that, and I'm so glad we did, because Brie it was, I think, met, I think it was a prince, by a certain painting. So we went to Museum d'Orsay, and she had to see that painting. So the whole of our Paris trip was sort of dictated by some of the locations in this blooming programme. And there was a fountain that was really significant, so we had to find this fountain. So we needed the map a lot to find some of these places. Anyway, eventually found the fountain. Anyway, fast forward to lockdown. The 26th now, I decided I'd watch Gossip Girl. Oh no, it was before lockdown that I watched it. Yeah, it was, because in 2019 we went to New York, and I sat on the steps of the Metropolitan Museum, because that's where they all had their lunches, and I had my photo took and sent it to Beth just to make her jealous. Yeah, she was jealous, and yeah, it was funny. Like that, bit travel, loads of tickets. I could actually dig out a ticket from the Paris Metro. I did alter a load of them after our trip, but I'm not sure where they are at the moment. I haven't come across them in my sorting out. Yeah, so I watched it. When I eventually watched it, and then I had to message her, I went, Beth, I've just watched the episode set in Paris. I can't believe that we spent 2 days looking for that blooming fountain, and like blinking you would have missed it in the show. It was like, it was unreal, but she was happy, and it did make us laugh. And we did find a wonderful pub on the first day we went looking for it. And then on the second day of looking for it, when we actually did find it, we found a wonderful bagel shop. So aren't all lost. There, gonna do a bit of that and a bit of this, and we need something up there. Maybe another ticket, maybe a bit of Paris washi. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, so yeah, lovely memories, lovely memories. So that us. Right, you're still on the possibility list. So I'm gonna stick some washi. Get them all out because they're quite hard to get out. Right, quite like that. Can we have that? Oh, don't you just hate it when that happens? Right. I'm gonna stick you. Got a plastic tub. I can't wait to me. Maybe this is why it was in a charity shop, because it's rubbish. Yeah, I can't wait till my room be finished and I can do a craft room tour at long last. I say I've done some major moving around from the last one, so it was my intention, it had been my intention to do a tour last year, but I didn't finish it. So, but I think this is this will be the keeper, I think. Well, probably not. I'll probably always change things, but I am putting a lot more thought into it, and I am decluttering because I got too much stuff. I did a major declutter last year, so let's put this down there. A few bits of washi in the background. Yeah, I just want it to be done now. I've made loads of progress, and it was my January project, but it is going to go into there because I was poorly, and so I could do very little. It's like limited in what I could actually do. Yeah, we'll have that. So this is majorly long, this video, I can see it. So we're going to have to do a bit of editing. It always takes such a long time. So we'll have that. So we're going to have that. Bit of that. I think that might work. Don't know that we need that bit. Yeah. I can have a bit of it poking up there. Yeah, we'll do that. Right, so stick you like that there, so I know where you're going. Oh, this has been nice doing this and thinking about when we're travelling. Right, that's that. That reminds me of one of those suitcases where they would stick labels and things on. Quite like that. So I am going to put this frame on. I'm really struggling to get this to stick today. Might be this paper. Might have a funny coating on it. Right, so we've got travel to put on there. Now I just want the postmark stamp for that. So I got this one, so I'm going to use that one and our little franking bit there. And that will be our page done. That's it. So that is, so it is the 31st today, and I've completed the 30th, but you won't see it today. But I'm quite happy with that. So there we have geometric and travel. So we've just got the last one, reflect, to do. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. So chunky. Yeah, really enjoyed it, but we'll save that for reflection. And yeah, so thanks for joining me. See you all again very, very soon.